Images that speak. Art is revealed. Expressions.
इस रफ्तार भरी जिंदगी में जहां वक्त का हमेशा अभाव है, आ गया है सेंट्रल एक्साइज ड्यूटी और सर्विस टैक्स का ई पेमेंट, आपको लंबी कतारों और परेशानी से मुक्त करने। अगर आपने पिछले वर्ष 50 लाख या ज्यादा सेंट्रल एक्साइज ड्यूटी चुकाई है या पिछले या इस वित्तीय वर्ष में 50 लाख से ज्यादा सर्विस टैक्स चुकाया है, तो ई पेमेंट आपके लिए अनिवार्य है। ई पेमेंट सुविधा किसी भी अभिहित बैंक द्वारा सभी करदाताओं के लिए उपलब्ध है। तो बस लॉग ऑन कीजिए और हो जाइए मुक्त।
जगमग जगमग इस घर में हर पल हो खुशियों की दिवाली, आने वाली जो भी हो नन्ही सी एक जान है आने वाली। सुन लो बात पते की हमने देखी दुनिया सारी, ध्यान रहे प्रसव होने तक देख रेख हो पूरी, सही समय पे टीके गोली लेना है जरूरी। ANM दीदी आशा की बातें मानो सारी, अस्पताल में प्रसव कराने में है समझदारी, डॉक्टर भी सेवाएं भी मिले दवाएं सारी। जाओ 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 बता दिया है अस्पताल है कौन सा घर से पास, वहाँ पहुँचने का साधन तैयार रखो दिन रात, जच्चा बच्चा की सुरक्षा परिवार के हाथ। इस घर में हर पल हो खुशियों की दिवाली, सुन लो बात पते की हमने देखी।
जननी सुरक्षा योजना में पंजीकरण कराएं, सुरक्षित प्रसव और आर्थिक सहायता दोनों पाएं।
Welcome back, and you're watching Public Forum, where we are discussing the place, the impact, the effect of strikes in a modern civilized society. In our last segment, we will ask our panelists what is the way out, and strike should really whether be the last resort that should be used by people who want to put a point across to the people across in power. Before we do that, there is a caller online joined from Noida, Mr. Asim Tiwari. Please ask your question.
My question is that when these salaries of the officers or the executives in the private sector are being decided by their board, why can't in the similar manner they can be decided by the board, and the Department of Public Enterprises decides the salary of the other workmen who are in large number of supplies, and because if any salary is to be regulated, it can only be done when it is close to the market.
Right, that's a
I think Mr. Tiwari is, I think this is what exactly it is. The solution is that give autonomy to these companies. I mean, when it comes to salary of officers, why should the government be deciding those things? When you have given the Navratna status to these companies, and these companies are, are managed by very competent people. Are the people sitting in the government or bureaucrat, are they more competent than these people? These are Navratna companies. They have their own economy, and these board, they have independent board. Let them decide. Let the government step back. I think then we will not face these kind of problems. Not only this, I would like to go a little beyond it. Let there be competition between the Navratna company. Let Indian Oil pay a little bit more than ONGC, or Hindustan Petroleum a little bit more than Bharat Petroleum. Let there be competition so that the fittest, the important thing is to encourage,
right. Perhaps Serene sir, you were wanting to make a point. I'll come to you also, sir.
Madam, तो जैसे मिस्टर शाह ने बोला है कि क्वेश्चन किया है कि, और बिल्कुल उन्होंने ठीक बात कही है कि आग लगने के बाद उसका बुझाने का नहीं इंतजाम किया जाता, आग लगे ही ना, तो इसके लिए पहले सोचना चाहिए सरकार को। मैं समझता हूँ अब भी एक वक्त है कि जैसे ये ट्रांसपोर्ट की स्ट्राइक का 6वां दिन चला गया है, और ये जो हम स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, हमें पता है कि कितना बड़ा नुकसान हो रहा है एक छोटी छोटी इंडस्ट्रीज, और जो अब 1 करोड़ 30 लाख के करीब इंडस्ट्रियल यूनिट हैं स्मॉल स्केल की, और उसमें 10 करोड़ के करीब लोग इन्वॉल्व हैं जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट का, और ये और अगर स्ट्राइक बढ़ती है और दिन जाती है तो बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होगा। तो इसलिए अब मैं समझता हूं कि सरकार को भी चाहिए क्योंकि उनकी ट्रांसपोर्टर्स की कोई डिमांड भी कोई अनजेन्युइन नहीं है, और आम पब्लिक को भी सोचते हैं कि ये बिल्कुल जैसे वो कहते हैं सर्विस टैक्स कम होना चाहिए और डीजल का रेट जो है कम होना चाहिए, ये हर व्यक्ति आज कह रहा है, ये सिर्फ ट्रांसपोर्टर नहीं है। तो इसलिए ये मैं समझता हूं कि सरकार को इमीडिएटली और इसके पर विचार करना चाहिए, अदरवाइज इंडस्ट्री के अंदर बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होने का अंदेशा है।
Yes, Mr. Bunny. Yes, please go ahead.
I would like to make 2-3 points. Number one, this is a wake-up call for everybody, in particular for the government. What has happened to the oil can happen in other sectors also, and it has been happening since globalization in a variety of ways, different modes. We have to be cautious after seeing the economic meltdown, which is visible even in the States and all over the Western world, which is having a trickle-down effect here. We have to be cautious against militarization of our economics, a spirit of give and take, a spirit of negotiations, a spirit of compassion, a spirit of talking to the officers, talking to the workers, and a broad coalition for a better India has to take place. Not
Let's
just tinkering with the problem. One of your Doordarshan broadcasts had a very good ghazal many years ago, Neend aa gayi to gam ke nazare chale gaye. Let us not sleep, let the government not sleep from October to December, from October to now. They have been sleeping on some issues.
What another caller has to say from Delhi. We are joined by Mr. Rajdeep Agrawal. Please ask your question.
Yeah, first of all, I must say that this is the first time I am hearing a positive note on oil strike on the TV. Everyone has been quite against these people. Two things must be understood. Well, you cannot equate the private sector and the government sector. In private sector, Reliance, for example, when they found that the oil price in India was low and the product's price, and the oil was hovering about $100 or $140 per barrel, they withdrew from retailing, while the public sector companies kept on selling even at a loss. The second point is that this agitation by oil sector people has been going on for 12 years, not just for 2 days. So when no one listened to them, only then they went to the strike. And this strike has been smashed in a very undemocratic manner by the government. And I don't know, if you keep unmotivated people, what would you get out of them? So I want to know the panel's views on this.
Right, we'll get them to answer you, but we are just having a discussion and the opinions. We have all the sides which are saying that, well, yes, strike should be used as a last resort, and no, and it's not really a positive sign there. Just a bit of information for a caller there. Yes,
yes,
he's raising a valid
just
point.
one answer,
yes,
one
Mr.
line
Pandey.
answer. ESMA, POTA, and all these weapons are not the answer. Negotiations to decide are the answer.
Well, my view is like Mr. Agrawal saying, I think we need to kind of, evolve a kind of mechanism so that, we can also use the expertise available with these officers so that we don't basically find ourselves in the kind of situation where they have to feel so angry, they feel that the government has smashed the strike. In fact, one of the morning newspaper used this headline, which I think is unfortunate, because after all, don't forget one thing, that they are very important part of the Indian nation, and we need them in order to make India an economic superpower. So my personal view is that we need to engage, we need to build this, expand this constituency, and I think therefore it is very important. I feel that it is the time has come now for the government now to give these companies genuine autonomy, tell them, look, this is what you have got from us, this is our mandate, and the government should step in only if they are doing something which is not in the country's interest. Otherwise, these companies are quite competent companies. These are managed by very nice people, and then let them also compete, and we would find that they would find a solution which would be then the best interest of the employees, officers, management, stakeholders, shareholder, government.